And I thought once I got all of this done that my student loans would be forgiven. Boy, was I wrong.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey y'all, I am back with another video, and as I said, I am on spring break. I am trying to kick out these videos because next week I'll just be doing my regular vlog and trying to get that done, and it'll be no time to get this done. So this video now is about teacher loan forgiveness. Is it legit? Is it not legit? And I won't try to keep this one too long, but I'm just going to talk about my experience with it. So, basically, I just pulled up the application to go back through it because it's been a while. But it looks like it's at ifap.ed.gov. That's the one that I'm currently looking at. So that's the teacher loan application that I submitted. So, man, this was a rough process. And when I tell you it was rough, it was rough. I was just like, they just don't want to give me forgive any of these loans. Like, I may as well just stop trying because it was just awful. Like, I felt bad having to go to the principal each time for her to do her part for this application, but it was just awful. So basically, the application is pretty much self-explanatory and it looks so easy. But I don't know how your loan people are, but mine, oh my gosh, it was horrible. So basically, the first time that I filled out this application, and I'm like, what's taking so long for me to hear anything? So I called them and they was like, oh, we mailed it back to you because we couldn't understand one part of it. So I'm like, wow, really? You couldn't understand? Now, I know my handwriting is awful, but I went and got one of those gel pens and I filled out everything. So, went to go submit it again, and this time the dates did not match up. So it has to, I guess, some type of date. It has to be your starting date. It has to match up. Now, if you went through a program like me where you are a career switcher and you did not have your teaching license initially, then that time period that you did not have your teacher license, it does not work. I was on a provisional license. I don't want to say I didn't have anything. But if you had a provisional license, that does not qualify. So I had to go back and figure out the date from the time that I got my license that it would match up for me to do my loan forgiveness. So they sent it back for that. Again, I sent it back in, and catch this time. This time they sent it back because when it asked for county on the application, I put NA because it's no county that the school was listed in. And they sent it back saying that if it's not a county, then you have to write a letter, a whole separate letter, stating that the school is not in a county, it is in an independent city. And if you don't believe me, I took a picture of the letter. Let me see if I can pull it up, just so you can see. And I don't want to put their stuff up. Well, I won't show it because it's not that long and it has too much personal information. But basically it says, to whom it may concern, blank Virginia is an independent city, therefore there is no county. So I had to send that in just to get that application pushed forward. And I'm like, why didn't y'all say this the first time? Like, y'all keep sending it back for this, keep sending it back for that. Why didn't y'all just say this all at once? Just tell me what I need to do so that I can get this done, because right now I'm getting frustrated. And again, every time the principal had to keep signing this application. So it was a very irritating process, to say the least. I don't even know what to say, but it was just awful. So I'm just going to kind of go through as I look through this application to see what you may need to do. So basically, the first part is pretty much self-explanatory. Your social security number, your name, address, city, state, zip code, telephone, And your email is optional. So you can fill that out. Now, what I would suggest again, I would type it. I think now they have a computerized version. I think by the time I really had a chance to get this submitted, they had a computerized version where I could just type in the information. But on one part of it, the what you typed went into the line. It was just all messed up. So again, just type all this information if you can. Maybe pull out an old typewriter. I don't know. But again, you don't want them to send this back saying that your handwriting is not legible enough. So that's pretty much section 1. It's called borrower identification. Section 2, loan forgiveness request to be completed by the borrower. So what it says, and you have to check a box. So the box that I had to select, it says I'm a highly qualified, where is it? I'm a highly qualified full-time science teacher for secondary school students. Now, and the forgiveness is up to $17,500. So you have to select which box you fit in, and it's different amounts that would be forgiven based on what you teach, what your discipline is, and where you teach at. So that was the box that I selected. So that wasn't bad there. So that's just page 1. Page 2, you have to put your name at the top of the page, put your social security number, but then it goes into another section. So you have to put, I have not previously applied for or received loan forgiveness under this teacher loan forgiveness program, or I have applied for or received loan forgiveness under this teacher program. So basically, what I did with this one, I selected the first one. I have not previously applied for. So really, those other applications that I put in that kept getting rejected, they didn't even get sent to the people, whoever they are, that do the loan forgiveness. They got sent to my loan company, but the loan company is not who does the actual forgiveness. So it's basically like they're the middleman. They wouldn't even send my stuff to those people without making sure what they felt like it was legit. So basically, those other attempts did not count. So I selected that. Section 4, you just have to read that and sign that. The next section says to be completed by the chief administrative officer. So that was the principal at my school. Now, I just kind of told her if she could just to please print legibly, because I cannot make her type it out, or if I could type out the portion and she could just sign the portion verifying that it was correct. But again, you just want to make sure that part is as neat as possible, so that they won't reject your application. Also, if those dates, remember I told you how it was different. My start date was different from my actual teacher license date, where I could actually get credit for. Make sure she or he has that date, and that's what they use, because if those dates don't match up when you put it up there, your application will get rejected. Trust me, I know. So she or he will do that part. So then it's just saying where you need to send the completed teacher loan application. You have to contact your loan officer to figure out where you have to send that once you get it done. And then it's just a whole bunch of other unnecessary papers with this. But you want to make sure at the end of the day, everything is neat and legible. If you don't stay in a county, if it's no county associated with the school, make sure you do a separate letter for that. And again, every time I sent that out, I had to keep getting that letter, changing that date on the letter, getting the principal to re-sign the letter. And I had to sign it too, verifying that it was not in a county associated with the school. So you just want to make sure and to call them ahead of time so that you can have the specifics outlined. I got so irritated one day. I just called. I was like, what do y'all want me to do? I need to know now exactly what I need to do, because I'm tired of submitting this application. I don't get any feedback besides something getting sent back after some time that I thought it was okay. So maybe call them ahead of time so that they can get you squared away with everything that you need to send in. Now, that's pretty much it. So it took me a long time, but I finally got the application done. And if you can see, again, because I do teach science, I just took a little snapshot. I don't know if you can really see it that well. I know the light is off, but they did forgive my loan. And when I logged in, actually during that time, you don't actually have to make payments. They'll say that, hey, we received the application. You don't have to make payments. Your loan is basically in deferment while they are processing the application. And then I got a notification saying that payment was received. It was $17,500. So they did forgive that much of my loan, and I'm not jiving. Again, this is just a little snapshot because I didn't want to release all my information. This is basically what I put on Facebook because this was a great day for me. I was very excited about this. So, does it work? Yeah, it does. Now, I don't know anything about the public service loan forgiveness program. This is just a teacher loan forgiveness. And it does work, but you want to make sure you have everything lined out and straight before you send in the application, or it will get rejected and you will have to keep doing it. If you have any more questions about the process, then feel free to ask in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know how your experience was, or let me know if you want me to do another video talking about something else. You do have to teach for a certain amount of time. I think it's 5 years before you're able to apply for the teacher loan forgiveness. Let me see if I can find it because I know it's on the application somewhere, and I don't want to mislead you. Man, is it 5 years or 3 years? I don't know. I can't find it right now. I'll find it, and I guess I'll put it as a little caption on a video. But you do have to teach for a certain amount of time. And again, the provisional license does not count with that teaching experience. You have to be a fully licensed teacher, and what they call then a highly qualified teacher, in order for it to count. So this is pretty much all I get. Does the teacher loan forgiveness program work? Yeah, but you got to do some work to get it to work for you.
Damn.